What's up, everybody? My name is Zach Pasquarello, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the secrets to scaling your bookkeeping business to $100,000 per year. And I know exactly how to do it because I did it in 2 years. My whole goal with creating these videos is to teach you how to become a bookkeeping expert so that you can start your own bookkeeping business in less than 30 days with no experience, because that's exactly what I did. So I've had my bookkeeping business for the past 3 years, and I just make these videos to teach you guys what I've learned over the years so that you can fast track to success. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. And if you want to schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, I actually offer mentorship. There's a link in the description below. Okay, let's jump right into it. In this video, I'm going to talk about some tips and tricks and secrets that I have learned over the past 3 years to quickly grow your bookkeeping business. Real quick, I just want to talk about the new setup. Obviously, I'm in the conference room here. I've got this pretty cool TV. I might be done with the whiteboard. That was just taking too much time. It looked pretty sloppy. So hopefully this works out well for you guys. Let me know in the comments if you guys like my new setup. Okay, first and foremost, I need to emphasize this because starting a bookkeeping business, really starting any business, honestly, requires a ton of hard work. I see some people trying to sell this dream of entrepreneurship and owning your own business. It's going to be easy. It's going to be fun. It will be rewarding in the end, but it takes a ton of hard work. So remember, this will take 2 years and there are no shortcuts to success. So everything that I talk about, think in your mind 6 months at least to a 2-year process. So this whole thing takes 2 years. And let me break it down real quick. To get to $100,000, you need $8,333 per month of revenue. And I charge clients about an average of $300 per month. So in order to get to that monthly revenue, to get that 6-figure goal, you need about 28 clients. In order to get 28 clients, I would recommend try to get 2 clients per month. That's where I got this 2-year timeline, because if you get 2 clients per month, every month, in about 2 years, you will have a $100,000 bookkeeping business based on your monthly recurring bookkeeping clients. Okay, so I want to talk about finding a niche, and there are a couple different ways that you can get a niche for this bookkeeping business. First of all, the software that you use. So I work exclusively with QuickBooks Online. I tell everybody that I'm a QuickBooks Online expert. It's kind of my identity, it's kind of my brand. And so I have found that majority of small business owners actually already are using QuickBooks Online. So this has just been a really great niche for me. I don't work with QuickBooks Desktop. I don't work with Xero. I don't work with Sage. I only work with QuickBooks Online, and I recommend you do the same thing. And then I also have a niche with the services that I provide. So I brand myself as a QuickBooks expert and a bookkeeping expert. I don't do taxes. I don't do payroll. It's fine if you want to do that, but I am a bookkeeping expert. I do 3 things, and I'm really, really good at it, and this is how I sell myself. So I categorize your transactions, I reconcile your accounts, and I generate your profit and loss. So those are the 3 main things I do. You might be able to say maybe that you create invoices and track accounts receivable and maybe track accounts payable and pay bills, but this is like a completely different service, and this requires more like day-to-day busy work. I would charge at least $100, if not $200 or $300 extra, just to create people's invoices and just to track AP and AR. The one thing I will not do is I won't work with other software. So if you're using some third-party software to create your invoices, I refuse to work with other software just because there's a learning curve when it comes to learning new software. And that's the whole point of picking a niche with the software that you use, because you can become an expert, you can be really efficient working in that software, and you can get things done very quickly and you can solve any problem. So that's what I love about only working with one software. So I refuse to work with other software outside of QuickBooks. But if you have a client who maybe only creates like less than 10 invoices per month, it might not be a bad idea to offer to create those invoices for them inside of QuickBooks and charge an extra $200. Like I said before, I do not do payroll. I do not do taxes. There's nothing wrong with doing those things. I just like to become an expert in one thing, get really good at that one thing, and then offer that one service. I have had no issue with getting clients without offering payroll, without offering taxes. What you can do is partner with a CPA who does taxes and partner with a local payroll company who offers payroll, and then you can offer your clients all three services. The one thing I do not have a niche in is the industry that I service. So I do not only service real estate investors. I don't only service trucking companies. I do not have a niche. Right now I have 38 clients and I accept everybody as long as they work with QuickBooks Online and as long as they're okay with me not doing payroll and not doing taxes. In my opinion, if you're just getting started, it would be so silly for maybe you only have 2 clients and then a real estate investor reaches out to you and says, hey, like, can you do my books? And you're like, oh no, sorry, I only work with software companies. Like, in my opinion, that would just be a really silly way to start your bookkeeping business. I would not have a niche for a particular industry unless you get to like 20 or 30 clients and now you have so much work that you can barely keep up. Maybe once you get to that point where you have enough income coming in, then you can start having a niche, but in the beginning, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so first I talked about a niche. Now I want to talk about marketing. First of all, don't pay for marketing unless you have a ton of extra cash that you want to spend on advertising and marketing. If you do, cool, go ahead and spend it on marketing. But if you're like me, whenever I got started, I did not have a ton of extra cash to invest in advertising and marketing, and that's fine. You don't need to. All you need to do is create content every single day for 12 months. Like I said at the beginning, this is hard work. This is going to require at least 6 months, if not 2 years of hard work consistently every single day. So what you need to do is create content every day for 12 months on social media. So you have Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. That's where I create my content. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. But first I want to say, don't sell your services on your social media platforms. It's not really going to do you a whole lot of good to just go on there every single day and be like, hey, anybody need bookkeeping? Pay me $250 a month. I'll do your bookkeeping for you. Like, if that's all the content you're putting out, that's not really what I'm talking about when I say marketing and advertising. So don't try to sell your services. At least don't sell your services every day constantly. Maybe every 7 days or every 14 days, like once or twice a month, you can put out a post saying like, hey, anybody need bookkeeping? You can hire me. That's cool, but don't do it every day. What you do want to do is create content that educates your audience on bookkeeping concepts. And you want to do that because this will prove that you are an industry expert and it will build trust. Like, you're not really going to really entertain people with these posts. Like, they're not going to look forward to your post every single day. Oh, I wonder what Zach's going to talk about today. I can't wait to watch his video today. Some people might enjoy your content from an entertainment purpose, but that's really not the point of your marketing content. The whole point is so that business owners can see, oh wow, like Zach's been doing this for 2 years now. He really knows what he's talking about. He's trying to help me. I really trust him because he's already given me all this free information. I can only imagine what he could do for me if I were paying him. So you're going to build trust. You're going to prove that you're an industry expert just by providing value and educating your audience. So create some marketing content that's just like bookkeeping tips or tax tips or just general business tips. Okay, the last thing I'm going to talk about for marketing, pick one platform and you can tailor your marketing content toward one niche industry. This is the only way that I would pick a niche when it comes to your marketing content. Perfect example, I did this with my YouTube channel 2 years ago. I started talking about trucking companies and all of my content was geared toward trucking companies. For 2 years on YouTube, that's all I talked about, trucking and accounting and bookkeeping. I branded myself on YouTube specifically as this trucking accountant. However, like on my website, on my Facebook page, I was still accepting all clients. So I wasn't only accepting trucking clients, but I picked one social media platform and I just dialed in my marketing content and I targeted truckers. And I have received a ton of trucking clients from my YouTube page because they view me as not only a bookkeeping expert, but also a trucking business expert. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up this video by talking about customer service. So couple secrets here on how to build a 6-figure bookkeeping business. First of all, pick a niche the way I described. Second of all, focus on marketing. And third, you have to deliver high quality customer service. You're going to do a couple things here. You're going to tell your customers that you're going to do their bookkeeping every single week. This is a huge selling point because most of the clients that I talk to are coming from CPA firms and they are so frustrated because the CPA firm who they were with before hasn't done their books in 6 months and they just want someone to do their bookkeeping so that they can see their profit and loss on a monthly basis, so they can see in real time like, hey, how much money did I make? what did I spend and like what's my net income? That's really all I care about. And you as the bookkeeper, you are delivering that. You are categorizing their transactions, reconciling their accounts, and generating their financial statements. You are solving their one problem that they have. You're going to do that by offering to do their bookkeeping every week. This will reassure the clients that you are actually doing what you told them that you would do. And it makes it easier for your clients to answer questions. If you're in there every single week and you have a question, you can ask them about last week instead of, hey, 6 months ago, what was, you're not going to do that. You're not going to ask them questions from 6 months ago because you're going to be in there every week. You're going to do their bookkeeping in real time. And so many people complain that accountants are terrible at communicating. So the best thing that you can do in your sales pitch and delivering customer service once they become your client is communicate efficiently. So respond to their emails in 24 hours. It's really not that hard. Like, we sit at our computer all day. The very least you can do is respond to their emails. And then answer the phone every time they call. You might be busy. You might be stressed out. You might be tired. You might not want to talk to this person. But if you are available, you gotta answer the phone every time your client calls you. That will make them so happy. There's nothing more frustrating than calling somebody who you're paying and they don't answer your call. And worst of all, they don't return your call within 24 or 48 hours. Okay, last thing I'm gonna say, word of mouth referrals will grow your business like wildfire. No amount of pay-per-click advertising, no amount of social media content can bring in the amount of clients like high quality word of mouth referrals. Because think about this, you get 2 clients right now and you do a great job for them, and those 2 clients each tell 2 new people. Now you've got 4 people who they're talking to about your bookkeeping, and then all of a sudden those 4 people are your clients now, and all 4 of those people tell 2 or 3 people. And then you can just see how slowly, through delivering high quality customer service, your current clients will tell more people, and everybody trusts a personal referral way more than they would trust a Google or a Facebook advertisement. So focus on customer service, and in turn, that will help market your business and get you more clients through word of mouth referrals. I always tell people it's so much easier to keep a client than it is to find and onboard a new client. Because the first couple months are honestly pretty difficult because you're starting that relationship, you're learning how to do their books. So after the first couple months, your job gets so much easier because you already know how to do their books. So just focus on keeping the clients that you do have, because that's much easier than trying to find new clients.